Greetings, this is the first episode of Coliseum's new program Trend Topic. Today, our guest is Stella Blackmore, a rising name in the local scene. Stella, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Irene. I'm super excited about the questions. I hope they didn't push me too hard.
All right. Normally, I would start pestering you by asking questions myself, but we have so many difficult questions that let's move on to them without wasting time. Our first question is, where do you see yourself in terms of career and personal life when you turn 28? Do you really think your career will be successful in the long run?
28 years old. Even though I can't see very far ahead now, I see that I married my girlfriend. We're in Santos again. I'm still playing music. He became a fighter like he wanted to be. I've released at least 4 albums, so I see myself as successful, yes.
Let's move on to the next question, which is related to this question. Have there been times when you didn't think you could be a successful artist? If you thought so, did you create a plan B by thinking about doing different things in your life instead of music?
Yeah, when I parted ways with Splash Records, I thought it was over, no lie. But I'm surrounded by a lot of successful people, and so is Loki Records. We're doing good things with them. As a plan B, I wanted to be an actress. And thanks to our dear departmental lecturer, Declan Shaw, I warmed up to it.
Mrs. Sherman will be very proud of you, Stella. Okay, so this is my personal question. Why did you part ways with Splash Records? Was there a personal problem?
So, I've actually answered this before with Journey Media, but let me answer it again. There was a problem between my good friend Stacey Levine and Declan Shaw, and I tried to fix it, but Mr. Shaw acted like a drama queen. Because we worked in the same studio. How can I put it? They listened to Declan, and they didn't listen to me, and they gave me a hard time about it. That's why I decided to leave, but Missouri and I are still on good terms. I would also like to add, Mr. Shaw, that pointing a gun at some college kids is not a good thing. Thank you, Mr. Shaw.
So you stood your ground. That's very virtuous of you. I hope the other city bullies adopt her words. Then let's continue with a comparison. What are the differences in quality between her old studio and the studio she works in now? What are the things she is satisfied with? If she was rebuilding her career, would she join Loki again? Was asked.
Of course there are differences. Splash Records is a big business, so are the benefits there. But at Loki we're new, so we're doing everything from scratch. What I'm glad about is that my dear friend Kashawn Burns is taking good care of me. He doesn't miss my records. He calls me and tells me that we need to get records. He takes care of everything. If I had to rebuild my career, yes, I would. I would be with Loki, because the people who are there are as young and as determined as I am.
I hope you will continue to enjoy your career there. And as another question, why didn't he think of signing with Recordoos?
I really wanted to sign with Recordoos. I threw my demos there before Splash Records, but Mr. Levine didn't answer me for a long time. Honestly, I would love to work with them if I had the chance. It's a dream for me to be in the same studio with Dean Levine and Donna Moretz. I have a lot of respect for them. I mean, of course, his sister Stacey Levine is a good friend of mine, and she really wanted to introduce me to her brother, but I was at Splash Records at the time. I'll give you a rumor then. I was getting fed up at Splash Records. I mean, the manager they assigned me, the producer, I don't even know the name of my manager. I was fed up with all that, and I called Donna Moritz in the studio to see if I could work with them. Then suddenly Missouri walked in and I turned red. Then I told her my troubles and she agreed with me. This is one such memory.
You've made the program one of Coliseum Media's most sensational pieces of content. Yet Miss Yuri obviously approached it with caution. So let's continue with another question. Which artist, producer in the market would you like to work with?
To be honest, I heard a single the other day. I think it's called Hypnotica? Yeah, I really like the sound. I'd love to do a duet with them. They're new, and they sound young, and I'd love to try some rock songs.
Okay, let's step outside of career topics for a moment, shall we? A fan wrote, "Your makeup routine, please," and she was very long-winded in writing it.
Great question. For me, makeup is not only a way to beautify, but also a way to express myself. My daily routine starts with preparing my skin. The secret to good makeup is healthy skin. I apply a deep moisturizer first, and always use a primer so that my makeup stays flawless all day long. I choose my foundation according to my skin's needs. Sometimes I use a foundation with a light, natural finish, and sometimes I use a product that provides full coverage. I like to define my facial features with contouring and highlighter, but I try to do it in a natural way. Eye makeup is the most fun part for me. On a daily basis, I prefer a slightly smoky look, but on special occasions, I don't hesitate to play with graphic eyeliners and bold eyeshadow colors. Last, lips. It depends on my skin makeup and my mood. Sometimes I wear soft nude tones, sometimes an assertive red or a dark burgundy. Then I am ready.
Is there anything about yourself that you would like to change? That's one of the questions. Is there anything that Stella Blackmore really dislikes about herself?
Yes, of course I have habits that I would like to change. I can't be too reckless. Sometimes I can obsess over the smallest thing. I can be very flashy in the heat of the moment, and it comes back to me in a bad way in the end. If I could change it, I would change these traits.
So think twice before getting on Stella's nerves. She might explode on you in the moment and ghost you badly later. All right, you've answered all the questions and completed the video without using your pass. So we have one last question. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Irene. Send it in.
Who was the last person you texted on your phone? Can you show me that? What do you think? Is it private?
Maddie called before the shoot started. I told her I was on a shoot, and she said, "Sorry, honey."
Maddie, I'm sorry, but Stella's with us tonight. Stella, thank you for being the first guest on our program. And thank you for the enjoyable and challenging questions for you, our dear viewers. Who would you like to see in the next episode of Trend Topic? Until then, take care of yourselves.
Thank you so much to my dear friend Aurora Atkins for inviting me, to my co-host Irene for inviting me, and thank you so much to my boyfriend Ryan for supporting me and not leaving me alone. I'm glad I came. I'm glad I answered. Bye.